The beaches of Santa Monica and Venice, not too far from our setting today, the Staples Center in Los Angeles. Hello and welcome, everyone. Thanks so much for DA. Take it away.
Kevin, thanks.
Thanks, David. And the Houston Rockets starting five. Harden and Gordon are out on the wing. Christian Wood is out there with DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Wall in at the one spot. And for Los Angeles, Williams is out there with Paul George. Then there's Batum. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Ibaka in at the five. Now here's Gordon. And here's Wall outside. It's hauled in by Paul George. And now the Clippers on the break. Williams is running. And Batum with the basket on the assist by Williams.
Well, the threat to score is real when Lou Williams has the ball, but he uses that to set up his passing game.
Now Wall. Passes it to Cousins. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. And here's Los Angeles. Leonard attacking. That one doesn't drop. And the Rockets take it the other way. Last time they met in Houston.
Yeah, and in winning that last game, they attacked the basket aggressively. Drew a lot of fouls in that game.
Two things are a product of that. One, you shoot a ton of freebies. Two, the other team goes deep into its rotation. Neither one of those two things is going to work.
Outside Leonard. Back to Williams. Takes a three. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
You've got to respect the range of Lou Williams. This guy is a threat to score from anywhere.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. And it's blocked by Ibaka. Now the Clippers moving it up. Leonard's got the ball, and it goes down 2 points.
Boy, not a bad beginning. 3 for 4 from the floor. Pretty good start.
For Houston, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And Kawhi Leonard with a very analytical approach doors to the game. Studies angles, movement, trying to groove in on perfect mechanics. I mean, he does it all.
Yeah, Kev, that goes back to his favorite high school subject, which was math. And think about how precisely he has built his game. He started at the free throw line, then went to the low post, and now has added the range game. Very analytic approach.
Here is Harden. Paul George making his last shot. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Cousins, no good.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Leonard, the pass to Ibaka. Tipped away. It's stolen by Wall. And here's Harden for 3. Offensive rebound. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Here's George. Banked in off the glass. George has got his second basket of the night.
Some nights as a defender, you just shake your head because Paul George uses his outstanding reach to get through the defense.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Houston Rockets. Trailing by 2, fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
It came down to execution. No wasted possessions, and that is absolutely essential trying to win on the road.
Just 2 to shoot. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Williams inside, covered by Wall. Nice D from Cousins. Chalk up 2 there.
Well, you love it. DeMarcus Cousins drawing the defensive attention and still has the court awareness to make the play.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. And here's George for 3. Wall grabs the board.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And Harden wide open. He shoots. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Well, the kind of low-energy effort they played with all night will make a coach absolutely crazy. You can't win if you don't play quality defense.
Here is Harden. Patrick Patterson picking up that last bucket. And that one's good. House.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
Now here's Jackson. Right now averaging about 5 points a game. It's good.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
On the wing, Harden. Defended by Beverly. Harden. That's good.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Clippers trail by 4. Outside Jackson. Pass to Kennard. To the inside, Patterson. And the rejection by Cousins.
The aggressive defense by DeMarcus Cousins, not content to just alter it, send it back.
The shot by House is no good.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard. Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Here's Cousins. The Clippers getting the bucket. Back to Harden. The pass to McLemore. Here's Clemens. Misses off the right iron. Clippers have gotten 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
Cousins with it, guarded now by Jackson. Pass to Harden. And there it is for him.
And this game already taking shape as an offensive battle.
Well, the fans love it. Coaches may not like the lack of defense, but boy, the rules promote scoring, no doubt.
Now here's Beverly, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Harden. Over the last month, he has been spectacular, averaging 23 points per game, 8 assists, and 5 rebounds. He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it, to me, is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. And how about we check the numbers for Lou Williams? Los Angeles shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And he makes the first.
And we know Patrick Beverly is one of those guys you love having him on your team. But if you're an opponent, you absolutely despise this guy's toughness and the way he embraces the defensive end of the floor. Patrick Beverly has dug it out of the dirt and created a great career.
Here's Clemens, coming off a solid outing against Denver. 40 seconds left here in the first quarter. Jackson passes to Zubac, and that one is good.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
We've got 33 seconds left in the first. Here's Caboclo. That 3 off the mark. Clippers trail by 3. Here's Jackson. 9 points last game out. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Patrick Beverly is the kind of competitor every team wants. Gets himself a trip to the free throw line.
Both free throws good from Beverly. Here's Clemens. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. 4 seconds left. Good as the jump shot falls. Clemson's got his 2nd bucket of the night. Up in time. And so lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Rockets lead by 3. We'll be back shortly live. Recently, we spoke with Patrick Beverley about his throwback style.
Old school basketball, to be honest.
Now, pound for pound, Greg, Beverley may be the most physical player in the league.
And he also gets in your head. It's a combination that allows him to get stops against guys as big as Kevin Durant.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Rockets, guys.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
Ivica Zubac is out there with Patrick Patterson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Kennard in at the 2-guard spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And so here is Houston. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. For the Clippers, Serge Ibaka. He's checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Luke Kennard. And it's Williams in for Patrick Beverley. Outside, George. Rockets with the rebound. Woods got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Christian Wood, undrafted in 2015 out of UNLV. Wait a minute, that's your alma mater. Hey, talk about his game. What do you like about Christian Wood's game?
Well, first I'll start with he went to UNLV. He's long, he's lean. I think he really fits the modern NBA as a small ball center. Able to hold his own on the glass and space the floor.
Gordon dishes the wall. Passes to Nwaba. Down low. Wall's shot is off.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Ibaka, no luck. Rockets leading by 3. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Kawhi Leonard. First trip to the line for him here. And he knocks down the first one.
From the moment he stepped into the NBA from the University of Kentucky, John Wall has been hungry and motivated to prove he belongs listed with the top players in the game.
On the wing, George. Defended by Gordon. George, no good.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, "I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it." Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report. And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually, he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar.
Batum, that falls. Nice speed that time from George. Batum's got his second basket of the game.
Paul George will force you to stay balanced defensively, because if you have a miscue, he will find the open guy.
Here's Wall, and the rejection by Ibaka. Here's George. Leonard trying to break free. It's good, and the Rocket lead is cut down now to just 3 in the basket from George. And it's Wall with the ball for the Houston Rockets. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. And the rejection by Ibaka.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter, he has been completely bothered.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
To the paint.
Well, a lot of Wall's passes end up on the highlight reel. He just makes it so easy for his guys to catch and finish.
Outside Leonard. Pass to Williams. Wood against Batum. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Leonard. It's hauled in by Wood. Wood's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Mwaba. He can't hit that time. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Here's Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, that's about recognizing a transition opportunity when it presents itself. Nice job by Kawhi Leonard.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
When the story of Kawhi Leonard is told, it will be about the hard work being the secret of his success. Here was a guy who was not the most vaunted prospect in either high school or college. But boy, he kept his eyes on what he was after, and he kept working.
Jackson, he's checked in for Lou Williams. The Rockets also changing it up. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Caboclo. And it's Harden in for David Mwaba. Ibaka, the pass to George. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And Doris, you were talking about Leonard's work ethic. Going back to San Diego State, he used to come in at 6:30 in the morning. No lights on in the gym. So he brought his own lamps. I mean, the guy was dedicated.
No doubt, Kevin, and that has been the through line of his career. First to practice, last to lead. He has that hunger to improve, the drive and the desire to put in the time to be great. There's a price to be paid, and he's willing to pay it.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead.
Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing, and his defense always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there, kind of a glue guy.
And Cousins throws it down. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And that's a nice job defensively from Harden. I mean, he's capable of these kinds of plays when the guy is engaged and active.
The Rockets have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. Outside for Batum. Clippers moving the ball around. Here's Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
This is a small forward who, because he's 230 pounds, can hold his own down in the low post. That is nicely done.
Houston's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Harden against George. That one goes. Just count it. Harden's got 12.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it. All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
And here's Harden for 3. The Clippers grab the miss. And Leonard has it in the corner. Knocked away. Pushing it up. And yes, it's good.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
And the Clippers call time here.
And what a unique career Serge Ibaka has had. Some incredible totals for him over the course of his career.
That's right, Greg. I mean, I think people would be shocked to know Serge Ibaka was the first player ever to make 500 threes and have 1,500 blocks. Hard to imagine nobody had ever accomplished that feat. Give credit to Ibaka. He changed his offense and added the 3 ball.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Patterson comes in for Nicholas Batum. Kennard, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Patrick Beverly in for George.
And Harden is a nightmare in the pick and roll. Just a clever combo guard who is completely unpredictable.
Patterson can't get it to go. Rockets on offense. They're on a 12-4 run. And there's McLemore on the assist by Cousins. Cousins has got 3 assists tonight.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Got it, and the Houston lead has been cut down to 7. Good work from Jackson. Jackson's got his second bucket tonight.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
Harden can't hit. The Clippers shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan. Not elite tool, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
Here's Harden, and then jammed down as he goes right over Ivica Zubac.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back three, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot. And paired with his dribble drive, a two-move torture chamber.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
And Beverly kicks to Patterson. Kennard on the wing. Los Angeles with another miss. James Harden getting it done for the Houston Rockets. For moments during that quarter, it felt like a one-man wrecking crew. It seemed he was doing everything out there. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Hey, James, we know that scoring.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. James Harden led the way in the first half. He had 18 points, and the Rockets, a playoff team for the last 8 seasons, superstar talent, but to this point they've been unable to reach their goal of an NBA championship.
Listen, even though I've been there 6 times, won 4. Not easy to do.
Thank you for the reminder, by the way.
Only one team, I'm not reminding you, just to let you know, only one team out of 30 can make it. They've had their chances, just had to come together.
Well, at times, I felt like it was right there for the taking.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
I don't know that you necessarily think of him as someone who's going to create for others, but boy, all night he's been willing to make the extra pass.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Houston, Harden and Gordon are out on the wings. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Christian Wood. And it's Wall in at the guard position.
Well, being aggressive and assertive, the big man snatching the rebound.
And good, coming off the assist by Wall. Wall's got 3 assists tonight.
And it is easy to get spoiled watching Harden. He's had so many games like this in his career, but you still got to appreciate what he does. Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. Boy, that's a terrific start right there. Wow, what a start. 3 for 3, terrific play calling, everything clicking out of the gates here.
Here's Williams. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Boy, this guy has a knack for converting in the N1 situations. Lou Williams, sweet Lou. You think about Lou Williams and finding his way and finding himself with the Los Angeles Clippers. He's played for a fifth of the teams in the league. He always felt overlooked, underappreciated, but certainly he's found his niche here.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. Williams for three. It's hauled in by Wood. Wood's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Well, Doris, in the past, some regarded Lou Williams as a lackluster defender. Didn't want to lift weights. Had kind of an interesting reputation. He bounced around the league, as we know, quite a bit. He's played for a lot of different teams.
Right. I mean, think about his early association with Allen Iverson, the great Allen Iverson. He's succeeded on his own terms, right? Both of them comfortable in their own skin, able to do some amazing things on the court.
And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. Caboclo, he's checked in for the Rockets. David Mwaba comes in for Christian Wood. A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
The kick out to Williams. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard.
That's a perfect example of why good hands are important in basketball. It just misread that pass completely.
Williams against Wall. And it's Houston with another.
And you couldn't have scripted a better start to the half. They've hit every single shot since the break.
Leonard attacking. Count that bucket. Leonard's got 12.
Boy, this guy has been terrific. The rest of the team, however, struggling.
Harden against George. Harden the pass to Gordon. Harden outside. The pass to Caboclo. No good on the three. Clippers trail by 14. George looking over the floor. Looking to get back on track here. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And these are his second and third free throws tonight. That free throw, no good. And Los Angeles with some changes. Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Luke Kennard comes in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Lou Williams.
But you love the energy out there. Paul George is an extremely confident, extremely versatile player, and he brings a great level of activity to both ends.
Wall against Beverly. And it's Wall. That time the assist from Harden. Wall's got 4 this quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
It's good.
Well, there's superb shot selection right now with Paul George. He's aggressive, but he's still playing within the offense.
Kennard against Harden. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Harden's got 11 in the second half. And the Clippers call time here.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And the guys get a little bit of a break. Mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
And the Clippers making a change here. Patterson's checked in. And the Rockets making a change here as well. McLemore's checked in for Eric Gordon.
Well, Patrick Beverly puts it on the deck, drives to the cup, and will get to the free throw line.
And it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line in the game.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Think about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA and the G League pathway, along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Houston making a switch here. Clemens is checked in. And it's Leonard missing.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And the rejection by Zubac. Shot by Caboclo, no good. Clippers trail by 14. Kennard finds Beverly to the left side wing. Left side, Leonard. Pass to Beverly. The three. The rebound by Harden. And it's Houston on the break. Now here's McLemore outside. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Leonard attacking. Rockets with the rebound. Here's Clemens. He's got 9. Caboclo kicks to Harden. For the 3. Kennard with the rebound. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 17-point game. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. And that game concludes a 5-game homestand. Clemens. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Caboclo. Christian Wood comes in for David Nwaba, and Daniel House subbed in for James Harden. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Let's remember, this guy north of 270 pounds with long arms. Cousins looking to impose his will in the lane.
Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for the Clippers. And the Clippers call time here.
And momentum going the other way. Can they find some answers?
I think here you have just got to get back to what you do best and then live with the results.
And for the Western Conference, we have a chance now to recognize our Player of the Week, Kawhi Leonard.
And having a small forward on the wing of his caliber just opens up so many things for your team. A lot of attention is paid to him, and with the stretch he's had, even more will be coming his way. And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
For Houston, they have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts. Los Angeles has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third, still 0 for 3. Leonard, and he uses the glass on the layup. Leonard's got 14 points for the game.
Well, Kawhi Leonard starting to percolate, guys. You may want to start checking this guy.
1:29 left in the third. Connens passes to Wood. House kicks to McLemore. Just 5 on the clock. Passes it to Clemens. Drills the three-pointer. Clemson's got 6 points in the quarter.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. And McLemore drops them both. Lou Williams is checked in for Kawhi Leonard. There's a minute left here in the third quarter. Another miss by Houston.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Yeah, the tenacity of Patrick Beverly to play through the contact. Now he must complete the play with a free throw.
And he's been to the line quite a bit in this one, shooting 6 of 9. That's good from Beverly. Rockets leading by 23. Here's Clemens. He's got 15. He dishes it to Cousins. Sinks that one from the post. Cousins has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Here's Beverly, and the rejection by Cousins.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here's Clemens. That shot misses. Great D that time from Batum. Inside, here's Williams. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. And so it's the Houston Rockets holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Here's Cousins. We've got Williams. He's out there with Jackson, and it's man and it's small forward. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Jackson kicks to Williams, and it's Williams finishing it off.
Boy, the dribble drive by Lou Williams, such a special aspect to what he does.
Houston leading by 23. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That'll be his second foul of the game. You know, you look at the 2020 class for the Basketball Hall of Fame, Greg, some great names, headlined by Kevin Garnett, Tim Duncan, Kobe Bryant. I mean, historic players.
And all the more emotional, Kevin, having Kobe enshrined after his tragic passing. But when you look at the accomplishments of this class, arguably the most decorated that the Hall of Fame has ever seen.
And, Greg, you've gotten a bird's eye view. You've gotten a front court view. You've had a chance to be alongside these Hall of Fame players.
Incredible talents, great people, and truly they've been terrific ambassadors for our game.
Here's Wall. Rebound by the Clippers. Ibaka's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And he comes up with the deuce. George has got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, you have to respect the focus of Paul George, not letting the defense alter his shot.
Wall draws the double to the right side. Here's Clemens. He's guarded by Williams. Clemens, no good. Clippers trail by 21. On up the court, and it's good. 2 points.
Don't you love the awareness that Paul George brings to the table on a night-by-night basis? How about that pass?
Wall against George. Wall, no luck.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
And the Rockets making a change here. Harden's checked in. And so it's Harden bringing it up for Houston. 16-point lead. Outside, Wall. From 12 feet out. Here's Cousins. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. And the Rockets lead by 18. Here's George. Rebound by House. House has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Wall finds Gordon. Houston moving it around. Cousins, no one around him. No good with the triple. And here again, Los Angeles in transition. Up the court they go.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Rockets leading by 16. Here's Harden, and the rejection by Ibaka.
Boy, great extension from Ibaka. His length always a factor. Wow, he looks like a completely different player in this half. He's found his rhythm.
And George kicks to Williams. Kennard against Gordon. And stolen by Cousins. Here's Wall, the dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
What a play by Wall. It's going to take more than that to slow him down.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Leonard's checked in. Here's George. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. George has got 12 points in just the second half. Rockets shooting a pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late. Back to Harden. Pass to House. Wall wide open. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Wall's got 19 points.
Well, after netting one in the first half, that's the second deep ball to go down for this guy.
George passes to Williams. Williams double team. Left side Ibaka. Uncovered. And again, the Clippers good for two.
Well, a little bit of assertiveness from the native of Congo. Serge Ibaka has the green light.
It's Harden with the drive. Count it. Good. Harden's got 31.
Well, you love his effort level, right? Particularly when it's winning time. He is going for the finish.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Lou Williams, so crafty, GA. Just a knack for putting the ball in the basket.
This guy just has the gift. I mean, it's been that way forever. He is just a born scorer.
Well, you think back to draft day in 2011. It was quiet then. It became loud as his career went on. But the Spurs get the draft rights to Kawhi Leonard on that day for George Hill. Incredible.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Gordon kicks to Wall. Ibaka against Cousins. Harden inside the three-point line. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Ibaka's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Williams double team. Leonard against Wood. Batum dishes to Leonard. Another shot. A shot by Batum. No good. Rockets leading by 18. Poked away. It's stolen by Ibaka. Leonard attacking the rebound by Harden. Rockets have gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. Here's Wall. They get it back.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
That's good for George on the assist from Leonard. Leonard's got 4 assists in the game.
Well, Kawhi Leonard's passing skills have developed over the years, and if you give him that much attention, he'll find his teammates.
Here's Wall, and the slam dunk by Wall.
Timeout.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, James Harden.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. And the rejection by Ibaka. And that one's good. Cousins. Here's Williams. 1:46 left to play in the final quarter. Leonard fires away from outside. And again, no good by the Clippers. And it's Harden with the ball for Houston. Greg, we're seeing the game evolve. We're seeing more and more big men displaying perimeter skills. Do you like that? Or is there a part of you that misses those days when it all played out inside the lane in a very condensed area?
Listen, Kev, I think the game has kind of evolved on from the impact that the bigs had on the interior, but not the impact that they're having on the game. The reality is the game just doesn't stand still. And now as a big, you've got to have far more versatility. You got to be able to play in space. And as a fan, I just find the game to be more appealing to watch with the freedom of movement, the flow, and more of the skill set being put on display.
I agree.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Rockets.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for James Harden.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Jackson passes to Beverly, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
And the first one drops. And the Rockets making a change here. Clemens is checked in. Both free throws good from Beverly. 1:15 left here in the fourth quarter. Rockets leading by 20. And the pass to Clemens. Lets it go with a 3. Oturu with the rebound. Los Angeles has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And Jackson throws it down hard.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
And the rejection by Jackson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his second personal foul. 4th team foul.
That one is off.
Shooting for Los Angeles, Patrick Beverly.
And he sinks the second.
Listen, it's only 1 miss, but it hurts all the same as they try to cut into this lead.
And here is Brown. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Shot by Caboclo, no good. Beverly against Brown, no good on that one. Here's Clemens. So we see Houston taking the W here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance.
David, thank you.